That feels good to finally be able to say that. First off, I'll introduce our players. We had 4 seniors. These 4 seniors, throughout this year just battled up and down. Many times we were looking for leaders. As the season progressed, they really showed their senior leadership. 3 of the 4 guys have been here with me since my first year when they were in the 7th grade. So I've had these kids for a long time. First, senior Jake Bryan, Bryson Holsenbach, Foster West, and Cheyenne Bobby. Juniors, we had 4 juniors this year: Bryce Carpenter, Blake Sauls, Rhett Holston, and Zane Beekbo. We had 5 sophomores: Alex Berry, Caleb Fulmer, Corby Long, Connor Fox, and Graham Van Dyke. And 1 freshman who rounded out our roster this year, who saw a lot of playing time at the JV level, but I feel like what he gained this year from being on our varsity program will be big for him in the future. He did a lot of things behind the scenes, warming up pitchers in between innings, warming up pitchers during the game. Wow. I just want to take a moment and talk about our season this year. As I said previously, we were up and down throughout this year, and we were really good at either being way up or we were pretty good at being way down. We had an overall record of 17-9. Of those 9 losses, I think 5 of them were, 6 of them were 2 runs or less. I'm going to talk about 1 loss in particular that I really feel like made our season. Region game we thought we could go, take care of business. It is what it is, and come on back home. Went down to Newberry, got beat 7-5, 6-4. One of those games in the past we've somehow fought through it and at the end come through and won. That didn't happen for us. I challenged the guys that night. I said we can either just fold it up now and go on home, or we can battle. And when I say that word battle, from then on, I think that's a word that was used frequently throughout our team. Our guys believed in that. It wasn't battle game by game. It wasn't battle inning by inning or bat by bat. It was battle pitch by pitch. And we were able to do that this year, especially down the stretch, which proved to be very big for us. Our Bible verse this year was Matthew 17:20. It says, "Ye of little faith, if you have faith in the size of a grain of a mustard seed, nothing's impossible. You can move mountains." Before the season, Coach Conner, he texted me one night, "Hey, let's do something different for the guys. Let's do something for the guys." So he found this on the internet, in the browsing that he does there, and shoots me this picture of these dog tags. He's like, "Hey, let's do this." So anyway, I said, "Yeah, that'd be a good idea. It'd be something different for the guys. They'll have them for each other." I brought mine with me tonight. On one of the dog tags, it has our verse, Matthew 17:20. We had it abbreviated here, but it says, "With faith we can move mountains." On the other one, it was the tag that had each player or coach's name with WKA Knights baseball. And we asked the guys before the season, what is it going to take? What do we need to do? What kind of slogan do we need? And some of our guys said, we got to be all in. And so we put all in on our tags. And we told the guys, look, these are yours, you wear these every day, every game, however you want to do it. Several times before the game, I had to say, make sure your jury's off. I think most of them still wore it during the game. Luckily, no one said anything. So, but that was something neat that we had as a team to do. And we have something special for the guys, too, that Coach Kiner came up with. We got a new tag to put on there with this. And this tag reads WKA Baseball 2013 SCISA Class A State Champions. Our tags were different this season. They were black. This one is a chrome tag to signify our championship. Those of you who followed us this year, you know how special this season was with these guys. If you just take the last 3 weeks, it feels like the last 3 weeks took 3 months. Our first series, play Colin and Prep here, the first game, come out, play well, play hard, take care of it. So we're on a trip down there, and we don't quite get it done. That second game there at Colin and Prep. So we have to drive all the way back home, turn around, and play the next day at Jeff Davis. That game proved to be where we needed, or what we needed, and we were able to pull it off pretty big. You know, Coach Doolittle kids me all the time about these playoff series and how I'm the king of Game 3. I think we counted it up in the series since I've been here in the playoff series. I want to say it's been 17 playoff series. I think we calculated 6 years. I believe 12 of them have been 3 games. So then we move on to Lawrence. When the brackets came out, I saw it. I'll be quite honest, I wasn't very happy with it. I didn't like being in the same bracket as Lawrence, but it is what it is. And we knew we were going to have to play hard. That was a team that we split with in the regular season. Lost to them in the last game for a chance at the region title. Came up a little short. But our guys knew what we had to do and knew how focused we had to be to make it happen. Come out in game 1 real flat. Things don't go our way. Unfortunate weather. But then after that first game, I challenged the guys and said, look, we got 2 games left. We can make our mind up on how we want to approach it. We can make it happen, or we can just go on home. So that was the second time this year I told them we could, do 1 or 2 things. And they chose to, I told them there's no pressure on us. None whatsoever. All we have to do is go play our ball game and things will take care of itself. Game 1 at Lawrence, we were able to get good pitching, good timely hitting, and came out. I think we went into the 7th inning. It was 4-1 game. We ended up pulling it out 4-3. Game 2, we come down to the top of the 7th inning. We had to have 3 runs to stay. And I challenged them. I said, boys, let's go make it happen. And not one person in that dugout that inning had any doubts about what was going to happen. I remember a comment that I made, and you may have heard me say this many times over the course of the season. I told the guys, yes, we can. And I remember one of our kids, St. Beatonbuck, looks over at me and says, no, Coach, yes, we will. That was before we even had the first hitter go up to the plate. And that just shows you how much confidence our kids had. Somehow we made 2 walks and a hit batter, bases loaded, GVD, as I like to call it. Graham Van Dyke with just a huge hit down the right field line, bases clear and double. And we kept fighting those next couple of bats. I think we had 2 walks of the 3 that were with 2 strikes. And so that was big. They walked the run in. We came back out and shut them down. And off we rolled into this past week's state championship. Game 1, we knew we had to travel down there. It was going to be a tough road. But we've been there before. We've been in a situation where we had to beat them, I think, 2 years ago in the state playoffs. Went down there, fought, battle. They came out with a good win there, 4-2. I'll throw something out about that game too, real quick. With Graham, we're sitting there. I think we're up 2-1. Alex is on first. I put on fake bunt, steal. Fake bunt, show bunt, pull it back. We're going to take second base. Felt pretty confident we could run on it. See the pitcher come set. No fake bunt yet. He makes his pitch. Alex takes off. Still no fake bunt. And then next thing I know, we got a 2-run home. So that was really fun. And then after taking care of business there, we came back home. And through this whole series, the whole playoffs in general, I wasn't very nervous. And that's really the first time, probably ever, that I hadn't been very nervous about it. Coach Connor's texting me and calling me at all times of the night, freaking out. Man, I can't sleep. I can't work today because I just can't. I don't feel good. So I'm pretty calm. But this past Tuesday, I think from 3:30 to 6 o'clock may have been the longest 2.5 hours I've had in a long time. I was a little nervous, I'll be honest with you. But our guys, I mean, they showed no emotion about being, with any nerves or being nervous, if you will. They just really went out there and battled hard. We had a rough first inning, but we came back and just fought like mad, and we took care of it. And to do it on our home field was special, was very special. I've had many people ask me, how excited are you, or what does it mean to you? And I tell them, I say, it's not about me, it's about these guys back here because they work so hard and put in so many hours, whether it be on the field, in the cage, meetings, that's what I'm most proud of, is the way they fought and how much they deserve of this here. And I tell them, I think it's definitely special to me to win it here. One of the neatest things that I think about this whole deal for me is what this school means to me. And to be able to win it as a player and come back and win it as a coach, for me it's huge. This school definitely has a special place in my heart, and I'm grateful of that. The next thing I'm going to do, let's talk about some awards here. We had 3 all-region selections this year. All 3 of these guys, they are deserving of this award. Their play on the field proved that they are deserving of this. Our first all-region player, senior Jake Bryan. Our next all-region player is junior Price Carpenter. And our third all-region performer this year is sophomore Alex Berry.